Hi, I'm Steve Bailey of Mistral Aviation, and I'm here to talk about making cockpit voice recordings using an iPhone. I have no commercial interest in any of the products mentioned, and I'll be leaving links to those products in the description below. In the past, we've used a GoPro with a 3.5mm GoPro mic adapter plugged into a 3.5mm stereo extension lead, which connects to a 6.35mm mono to 3.5mm stereo adapter and then into the panel. The audio quality is good, but if you want to record ambient sounds such as engine and slipstream, then you need a second recorder. Using an iPhone for the voice recordings and leaving the GoPro to record ambient sounds makes a lot of sense if you're an iPhone user. It's easy to extract the audio files from an iPhone to a computer using AirDrop, and of course the iPhone is a device you're likely to have with you, so it's one less thing to remember to take to the aircraft. Also, unlike some audio recorders, you can charge the iPhone at the same time as it's making a recording, and the charging can either be wireless or it can be via a lightning splitter such as this one from Belkin. You can't just plug an audio source into an iPhone and have it record. The iPhone expects to see both headphone and microphone on the cable, so you need a dongle. I tried making up the device described by Nicholas Sajansky in his Friendly Skies video on YouTube, but I could not get a usable audio signal from our audio panel through the device. Now that may simply be an incompatibility between our audio panel and his specification, and other folk may do better, so by all means give it a try, but I'm sorry to say it didn't work for us. What did work for us was this Saramonic LCC35 interface. It's compact, it's lightweight, it has a 3.5mm stereo plug at one end, so you'll need the 3.5mm stereo to 6.35mm mono adapter, and it has a lightning plug at the other end for the iPhone. Now take care when buying these 6.35mm to 3.5mm adapters, because this one sends the mono signal to only one of the stereo channels, whereas this one, which I sourced from Farnell, sends that mono signal to both the right and left channels simultaneously, which makes editing easier. Now the next thing you need is an app that both has a gain control and will record via the dongle. Not all iPhone apps will record from an external source. Some will only record from the iPhone's internal microphones. If you're okay with landscape orientation, then there's GarageBand and the input gain control is there on the left. For portrait orientation, there's Apogee's Meta Recorder. If you download this to try it out, be aware that the gain control only appears when an external audio device is plugged in. So here I've plugged in a Sennheiser clip mic, and you can see the gain control there on the left, which can then be moved into the desired position. Also, you may need to set the gain control lower than appears to be optimal when viewing the waveform in the app, otherwise the sound may distort. The MagSafe charger is mounted to one side of the cockpit and connected into one of the USB power sockets on the panel. The LCC35 is connected into the panel via a splitter, and the 6.35mm mono to 3.5mm stereo adapter. We're using an iPhone 12 mini, and that's remained attached to the MagSafe charger on grass strips as well as on paved runways. But if you're using a heavier iPhone, or perhaps if you're operating out of very rough strips, then you may want a mechanical support, in which case you could try this X-Grip from RamMount. So I hope that's been helpful and will save some folks some time and effort, and thank you for watching.